across the state.
Let's start things off with Local 10's Andrea Martinez. She is live in Cedar Key where residents are getting ready. Andrea.
Janice, Gio, yeah, we are in Cedar Key. This is a remote island town about 60 or so miles west of the city of Gainesville. And you can see here on Dock Street where we are, there are several bars and businesses and restaurants, but take a look. Most of them are on the Gulf. They're pretty much on the Gulf on this dock. And in this instance, you can see these business owners have chosen to remove these boards so that the water can come through instead of rising up and causing more damage. So a lot of precautions being taken here today, but the big thing is also that here evacuation orders are in place. So you are being ordered to evacuate if you live here. And after 4 p.m. today, officials are saying you should not be here, get out. And for the most part, everyone we've spoken to here today is taking that advice very seriously.
It's just what you do. The enjoyment of living by the sea is sometimes you got to go.
The race is on to get out.
The possibility of up to 12 feet.
Above the top of my house.
Above the top of your house.
12 feet. I mean, it's about 10 right there at that point.
The island of Cedar Key, just west of Gainesville, bracing for major category Hurricane Idalia. The west coast of Florida still recovering from Major Storm Ian just last year.
We're praying. You know, we're all family here. We all are so close, and this business has been wonderful to me, and my having to relocate, and these people have been wonderful to me, and I'm just hoping that we all see each other on the other side.
Here on Dock Street, you can see some business owners moving everything out of their businesses into these moving trucks because they're unsure of what to expect when they come back. City officials bracing for the worst.
This is a very, very serious storm.
Urging folks to leave because if bridges become impassable, rescues will be close to impossible.
You're an island. 2 blocks this way, 2 blocks that way, 2 blocks that way, 2 blocks that way. Water. And all the other little residential areas are connected by bridges. Any one of those bridges can be taken out, and if they do, you're stuck on your side.
So back out here live, you can see, again, we are showing you that these businesses are here on the Gulf pretty much. And the big concern here is the surge, the storm surge, possibility of up to 12 feet of this. So that's the big concern for this small town. And the worst of it, of course, is expected tomorrow morning. We will be here keeping an eye on these conditions and bringing you the very latest on air and online. For now, reporting live in Cedar Key, Andrea Martinez, Local 10 News.
Preparation is key with things like this. Okay, Andrea, keep us posted. Thank you for that report. And here's another look from the southernmost point in Key West, where you can see that streets in that area are beginning to flood, which is often what we see in situations like this. The outer layers of Idalia lashing the Florida Keys, and the city of Key West says there is flooding on many parts of the island. Preparations are underway across the state ahead of Idalia.
Governor Ron DeSantis offering another update today on how the state is getting ready. Local 10's Alexis Frazier continues our coverage from the newsroom. Alexis.
Gio and Janice, DeSantis said the time to act is now. Tolls have been waived so that people can get to higher ground easily. DeSantis urged people to evacuate if the area that they are in are vulnerable to storm surge. Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis warning residents in the affected areas to get out now. Florida's Big Bend, a region north of the Tampa area and south of Tallahassee, is bracing for what's being described as life-threatening storm surge.
I know all those areas are under evacuation notices in the low-lying and coastal areas. You run from the water and you hide from the wind. If you're there in that storm surge, you're putting your life in jeopardy. 4,500 Duke Energy workers standing by to help with the expected power outages. The U.S. Coast Guard prepping 60 Jayhawk helicopters, which could be used for search and rescue operations.
When they tell you to leave, you need to leave because it's very serious.
A state of emergency declared in more than 40 counties, some people in mandatory evacuation zones.
To make these evacuations easier on families, we have directed FDOT to waive tolls in Citrus, Hernando, Hillsborough Lake, Pasco, Pinellas, and Sumter counties.
Homes and businesses boarded up, duct tape covering these condos, signaling to officials they are not occupied. Many stocking up on sandbags. Storm surge, which could be up to 12 feet in some low-lying coastal areas, a major concern.
And we've not really had a hurricane strike this area for a long, long time. I think you got to go back to the 1800s before you would see a path like this. And so those coastal areas there, have not necessarily been through this before. And I think that being safe is the appropriate thing, and erring on the side of caution is the appropriate thing.
And when winds reach over 40 miles per hour, FDOT will coordinate with local law enforcement to close bridges. In the newsroom, Alexis Frazier, Local 10 News.